about the topic, the reason why you need to enjoy missing out. Have you ever heard about the term FOMO? FOMO means is is the fear of missing out. It stands for the fear of missing out, which is the desire to stay continually connected with what others are doing. The background of this syndrome is the development of technology, because before the advent of social networking services, people only interacted with each other face to face. But after Facebook and Instagram appeared, it is easy to be socially engaged with people with the reduced costs of time and money. Now, I like to talk about my experience when my smartphone broke in March when I was just a freshman in Seoul National University. It was very uncomfortable at first because I had to write down all my friends' phone numbers in case of emergency. And if I had an appointment, we just phone call each other, where are you? I'm in Bandung. Oh, I see you. But after I lost my phone, I had to just say, oh, is this 12:15 at the Bandung Namu at the right place? And it was very hard to meet people. And also it was really boring in the subway. We are always looking at the phone and listening to music or seeing SNS, but I had nothing to do. And it took 3 days to fix my smartphone, but I realized that the third day, I was using my time even more meaningfully before I had my smartphone broke. Because instead of staring at the phone all day, I thought about what should I do today, or when I had my smartphone, I was always transferring at the subway, at the next subway station, but I was transferring at the right station because I didn't have my attention dispersed at other places. So this experience gave me a lesson that missing out from smartphone life and missing out from SNS can be an advantage, So now I will explain the problem of FOMO life, because it can if you find the joy of missing out, it can help you spend your life meaningfully. The first problem of FOMO life is about advertisements and buying products from SNS and Facebook advertisements. People are mesmerized of false information in Facebook for blog posts and advertisements, and even though they know that the popular products or restaurants that are posted in Facebook can be just an advertisement, we just believe that because this place is a hot place that a lot of people go to, it will be fun, it will be tasty, and this product will give help to me. But we don't have the reasonable doubts needed. Also, even though some products can be popular for a lot of people, and even though it did work to a lot of people, you should remember that all people have different features and different tastes. So the product or restaurant or anything cannot work to you at the same level or same taste. The second aspect is about SNS and relationships, and this is the aspect I told you at the first hook. So this is also related to my experience as a freshman. Although I'm not an extrovert person, being a freshman makes you think that you need to meet someone every day to do everything, like eating alcohol or going out together, going to the movie or going to the karaoke. And even though I'm not really wanting to do something with a person today, or even though I think I need time for myself, I just keep craving for meetings or craving for people. So even though I just want to be home today, my unconsciousness just says that I have to meet someone today, or I have to fill my calendar so that I can be busy for a whole month. Also, we just go into the SNS, into Facebook or Instagram without thinking, and just put the like button or scroll and read, scroll, read, and we just do it all over, even though we don't think something about the posts. So if I thought that if I had this habit of just like repetitive life of looking at SNS, it will be hard to find real relationships or real friends in life. So I think this aspect is the worst part of FOMO life. So the third aspect is on activities related to your career or your college life. The first aspect is about college club activities. So when I was a freshman, I thought I had to do a lot of club activities because I thought I wanted to do them, like in a band or badminton or everything. I just like went into every club so that I can have my week very filled and busy. But I found out that it was not an independent life because in high school I used that time in studying or going to home school, like the repetitive life. But this just changed to like alcohol club school, and I found out that the busy life was not the life that I wanted and craved for my college life. And when it ended up that I had so much like club activities, I thought that I needed a time for myself, or at least going to the library or going to somewhere I never been to. So I thought I needed like relaxing time. So I think in this aspect, FOMO life can be threatening to your relaxing time. So, and the other aspect of like your career, the FOMO can be like bad. Like when you prepare for your like college or career, a lot of people just like go to the like college or departments to follow the people with the similar like abilities, like because people say that this department is good or this department is good for your future. You just go if you can do it. So I think this is a very bad aspect of FOMO because it will be very depressing for your life if you don't do a career that you really want to do. So the conclusion is that you should live a JOMO lifestyle. If you like start to enjoy missing out, you can find out what you really like because you can find out what you want to do in your free time. So having time on your own, you can find out what you really want to do, and this can also like lead on to your career or your hobby, and you can know what kind of person you are by having your own time. So I think that even though a lot of people think that a busy life and repetitive life is helpful for the society and for yourself, I think the ideal lifestyle is paradoxically a ideal life because that ideal lifestyle shows what kind of person you are and what kind of activities you like to do. Thank you for listening. So this is the discussion Q&A. So have you ever had your experience of FOMO lifestyle? And what do you think are the advantages and disadvantages of